What's up, everybody? Thank you for always tuning into my channel. I'm gonna do a quick video for you today on all the associated costs of artificial grass installation. We're gonna go dollar per dollar, cent for cent, and I'm gonna teach you about, those things you're thinking about is probably like, can I cut a corner? Can I get it cheaper? Should I hire a landscaper or a pro? Can I do it myself? Is it a DIY project? Like, what's associated with this? What's all the costs? So I'm gonna break these things down for you in my turn life. Here's the video coming up. Stay tuned. How many yards did you guys take out of this yard? How many yards of dirt? How many yards of dirt?
14.
14 yards? How much does that cost to dump?
A lot.
How much do you think, just dollar-wise, it costs to dump?
1,000 or more.
Okay, so we're $1,000 in. Now count the weed fabric. Let me show you. $1,000. $100 for the weed fabric. These guys are already dead. Look, they're trying to get up. They can't get up because they already died. Okay, so these guys are dead. Good morning. Good morning. See, they're so tired they bust their ass so much already. All right, so we're 4 inches deep on the excavation. $1,000 on the dumping fees. All right, $100 because we got the hookup on it. For the weed fabric, you might mess around and pay too, but that's how much we're in so far. So we got all these base rocks. You see it's pretty big. It's enough to fill the space that we got right there. You got the equipment. Oh yeah, there you go. Carlos, how much the rocks cost?
$600.
$600 for that amount of rocks? Wow. Oh my God. So after you guys saw how much base rock we put in, how much we compacted it and all that stuff, now we're gonna put in blue fine decomposed granite. Blue fine decomposed granite, it's a little bit flaky, as you can see. I give you a real close-up shot of it, and it kind of like if you put it through your hand, it'll run right through. It's really, really It's really, really fine, you see? But it compacts enough to where it creates a hard upper layer. Now this one, along with these, about 2 yards, all right? So 2 yards of decomposed granite, add another $340 to the price sheet. 340 bucks, 2 yards of decomposed granite. Kevin,
Yes.
the guys on your crew, how much is the average price per laborer per day that the people get?
All right. For a day, we're talking about $250 to $300.
250,
There's some
300
people
bucks?
more experienced that they getting more than 300.
Like 400 bucks a day?
per day. Yeah.
And how many guys do you have on the crew today to do this job?
Right now, I have 6 people.
Wow.
6 people.
So 6 people, just say 250 at the cheapest. 250 at
Yeah, the cheapest is 250.
So if you got 200 square feet extra of grass because you have a shape in the yard that you can't cover, that's 200 square feet times $3 a square foot. So do the math on that. That's 600 bucks right there. You have to pay just to be able to cover your yard because you can't change the price of the material. You just got to buy it the way that it's sold, which is in a 15-foot wide increment. Don't forget that. You're going to have to buy extra. As we start to wind down on the job, you can see that the major installation and parts thereof are already finished. Okay, everybody's still working throughout the day. And now, to do the job right, you have to accumulate for sand. Each one of these bags is 17 bucks. There's already one in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 right here. 13 right here, okay? Unless I didn't count that right, and that's all right. And about another 17 or 18 in there. So 18 times 17, do the math on that. That's your sand. So as the guys are still working, we're about halfway through a whole day of work, pushing into the third quarter. Sand's going in and everything's done. You still got tons of bags from the sand, tons of trash, all kinds of stuff to clean up. All these sands still to go in. And then you look at what you have to do to get home. You got to drive the truck back, put it in the yard, whether your yard be your actual yard or whether your yard be one that you rent out to stick your equipment in. But if you can get a little sneak peek into the trailer, there's just trash bags, tools to put away. It doesn't stop, man. It's just a lot of stuff going. Organizing the truck, fixing all the tools, finding everything to go away. Then everybody has to go home. and get dropped off at their own particular locations where everybody parked their car. So that's kind of give you an idea about what it really costs to do turf. Don't forget putting that crap away too. What it really costs to do a turf job, and how long it takes, all the effort that goes into it. And if you think that you can do it for cheaper, you can go ahead and try. But all the steps we showed you, I guarantee you that you'll be shorting yourself on one of those steps. Got a big yard and you want to make that turf stand up and you really want to get the sand in there in a decent amount of time, you need a gas powered turf broom. Go ahead and add that to the cost if you want to. One single day, high quality installers. You can see that the lines are clean, the turf looks beautiful. All right, there are zero mistakes done. Let me show you the edges. Okay, the edges look perfect. All right, and now you know, because you've seen me doing it, that there's 2 pieces of turf right here. So this is all patched up and stuff like that. But let me get some close-up shots of it. You can't tell. I'm showing you from the backside because the backside's where you can see the lines, okay? You can't tell. It just looks like one big piece. Let me get it from the front. All right. It looks absolutely beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. Super clean. So when you get an installation like that and everybody bangs it out one day, high grade turf professionals, do you think that that's going to be a cheap install, or do you think that's going to be an expensive install? Keep that in mind when you're calculating all these costs. All right, that's it for this one. All right, guys, so it's the end of the day. We're all done. Everybody's tired. All the guys went home. I'm at home. I don't feel like making this video, but I'm going to do it for one last point. Now, I know you're curious on how much I made. So if that's 832 square feet, and let's take in mind for what people like to offer me all the time. They like to offer me $10 a square foot. Now, you know all my associated costs. I wrote them out. I went pound per pound and dollar for dollar. You understand every single cost that goes into an artificial grass installation when you do it the right way. So now imagine if somebody offered me $10 a square foot, that'd be $8,320. After all my expenses, my labors, my dumping fees, I didn't even account for dumping all the rest of that shit in my truck. So let's say I dumped that out too and I had to pay for a small dumping fee of $40 or $50 or whatever the dumping minimum is, okay? I dumped that out. My profit margin is $598. You know why it's not smart to do jobs for $10 a square foot or $9 a square foot even? These guys are freaking doing it. Because if one problem occurs, you know how much my labor is cost? It costs me $250 a day. If I'm at $598 and one problem comes up, that means I'm gambling my whole tiny little consolidated profit margin as a company, and the company can't lose that much money, especially when you have professional guys, insurance, and all the other things I didn't even tell you about. So that's why you know, you got to kind of question if someone's saying I'll do a job for $9 a square foot, if someone's saying I'll do a job for $10 a square foot or $11 a square foot, why are you charging so cheap? How come you're not charging me a normal price? Are you going to do all the steps in the installation that Jason and his guys did? Or what the fuck is going on? Anyways, that's something for you to think about. That's all the associated costs. I hope this helps you a whole ton. This is Jason Thomas of My Turf Life, and thanks for tuning in.